Assalamualaikum to Asli Nur Asli Asli and to all my fellow friends. Today I would like to present my internship experience for 40 weeks at Infinite Opportunities Sidang Berhad. First of all, I would like to highlight the industrial training placement objective, which students are required to undergo practical training for a duration of 40 weeks in industry or government agencies. It provides an opportunity for the students to have first-hand exposure to industrial processes related to their field of study. As you can see here, I have the topic highlight for about company, organization and chart, work experience, project assigned, benefits, and lastly conclusion. Next slide is introduction about myself. My name is Siti Zaklamati Zainan Rashid. My number is 2018254464. Currently, I'm doing my internship as chemist intern at Infinite Opportunities Sidang Berhad under production department in R&D division. I started my internship on 4 October 2021 until 19 January 2022. For the first slide, we have the company background, which is about Infinite Opportunities Sidang Berhad. On 27 October 2015, Infinite Opportunities Sidang Berhad was established. It is known as Eliado and located in Shah Alam. Fast forward to 1st March 2017, Eliado started introduce Sugar Bomb perfume brand which have more than 40 fragrances until now. After that, on 1st October 2019, the Sugar Bomb Worldwide Sidang Berhad was established, and right now their focus is to be number 1 perfume distributor in Malaysia. Next, we have the company structure, which consists of Infinite Opportunities Sidang Berhad, Sugar Bomb Worldwide Sidang Berhad, and also SB Food and Beverage Sidang Berhad. These are departments under Infinite Opportunities Sidang Berhad, which consists of Production Department, Finance and Human Resources Department. Production Department responsible for making products for consumers, which involve in receiving raw materials, process it and packing the products. While for Finance, responsible for management of the organization's cash flow, and lastly, Human Resources, which recruitment and selection of employees, for example, employee operator. Next, we have the organizational chart for Infinite Opportunities Sidang Berhad that led by General Manager, also known as HOD, Head of Department, Fatin Afrika. Next, we have the perfume operation that led by Mahfuza and Afnan. Second, we have perfume production that led by Nofara Nabila. Third, receiving and machinery department which led by Rafai. And R&D department led by Shazwan. Shazwan also led the technician department. And lastly, QA/QC department that led by Shaima. Right now, we are on the work experience slide. First task is making perfume. For me, it is great experience because I have learned about preparing perfume EDP and EDT for both men and women, and also gain knowledge about perfumery. Move on to the next task, which is stability test. This is the frequent task that I always do during my internship days, which I learn about what is stability test for products and how the process will be. Second, I improve my lab skills for UV and pH test because during stability test, we always do UV and pH test. Move on to the third task, it is product development. I always learn about chemical substances that act as ingredients to create personal hygiene products like SLES and Vaseline. Furthermore, I already create a lot of products, which one of it is hand sanitizer gel. Fourth task, it is weekly survey. I prepare sample products for survey, which consists of hand sanitizer gel, hand sanitizer mist, room spray, fabric freshener, aromatic diffuser, and also air freshener. I improve soft skills through regularly doing survey at HQ and warehouse. Last but not least, I attend the Sugar Bomb Bootcamp for reseller. At Bootcamp, I perform stability tests during reseller tour to factory and teach reseller how to make DIY perfume during Bootcamp at Setia City Information Center. Making perfume slide is my first task during my internship days. I still remember, on my first day of internship, I have already been taught to prepare standard EDP in men scents. So, what is preparation of standard perfume? Preparation standard of perfume is first step in making perfume before preparing in large scale. R&D is responsible to calculate for how kilograms of fragrance oil and alcohol that need to be used before mixing together to make perfume in large scales. R&D will prepare standard perfume first, and after then calculate data for how many fragrance oils and alcohol should be used to make the perfume. We will explain the data to SIC team, which is Safety Information Compounding team, which the one who be responsible to mix the chemical ingredients in large scale. So, what we must know during our task is no place to take fragrance oils. Don't forget to weight mass fragrance oil that taken from container to give note for how many kilograms that you have taken from SIC teams or logistic teams container. Basically, each standard perfume takes 1.5 hours to prepare, and after complete prepare standard perfume, we will write down the calculation standard form, also the data of UV and pH test first. And after that, after all the process, we will give the data towards SIC team with an explanation for how many kilograms of fragrance oil and alcohol should be used. So this slide is shown two bottle pictures. First one is opaque bottle called amber. After then doing standard perfume in 2 liter, we will transfer the perfume into amber bottle for aging process. Next, we have standard EDP sample. This sample is prepared by myself. So we have moved to the next slide, which is product development. So basically product development is we create formulations to make an improvement toward the existing product. So product development that I make during training are hand sanitizer gel and candle. I learned how to make this product with assist from Fazana, the junior executive, and my supervisor Shazwan. They prepared formulations for hand sanitizer gel and candles, while I the one who make the hand sanitizer and candle using their formulation. And it was a pleasant experience as I never know how to make these products. This task usually takes 2 days for 1 week, like not repeatedly doing it for all week. Sometimes we do it, but not every week we did the product development. After we done try the formulations, we will test the product whether satisfy our specification or not. For example, hand sanitizer gel, whether it feels nice when we use it at hands or not, and smell great or not. So in this slide, I shown hand sanitizer gel that I make during product development. Other than doing hand sanitizer gel for my product development, I also try to scented candles, which based on these pictures, we test one of the candle by light it up and see how many hours the candle still lights up. Fourth task is weekly survey. Yes, we do it on Wednesday every week. R&D team conduct survey at HQ or warehouse workers. So we will bring products like men and women perfume, hand sanitizer, fabric freshener, room spray, aromatic diffuser, and air freshener to HQ to do a survey. So first thing first, we prepare sample products. We prepare Google Form for respondent and bring grounded coffee beans to neutralize their sense of smell after done survey. For example, we will bring one product from product development and also one product that existing already. We ask the respondent to smell the two products and compare it whether which one is smell nice and which one is not. Right. So if the person says that he can't smell the product, we will bring the coffee beans to the respondent and ask them to smell it to neutralize the sense of smell. And after already smell the coffee beans, we will give back the products to compare, and then the respondent will fill the Google Forms. And end of the day, we will collect all the data and we will make bar chart for how many respondents like the perfume A or perfume B. Fifth task is I attend bootcamp that was held by Sugar Bomb Company for reseller. So bootcamp basically have 2 days bootcamp and 1 pre-bootcamp days. So this time duration shows 2 days before pre-bootcamp, which I test hand wash formulation. I prepare ingredients to make hand wash for 220 people that attend pre-bootcamp, because there is DIY hand wash class was held during pre-bootcamp. That's why I must test hand wash formulation whether it's suitable or not for the reseller and prepare the ingredients too. During pre-bootcamp, I act as a QA/QC and perform UV and pH testing towards the reseller that tour to factory. Next, the bootcamp was held for 2 days. Production department involved in teaching reseller to making DIY perfume on first day. Join dinner with reseller also. So as an intern at production department, I also involved in teaching the reseller to making DIY perfume. It was really fun. It just a new experience for my soft skills. Other tasks will be preparing sample perfume, which I prepare 10 ml perfume for new scent, review whether the scent of perfume smells nice or not to make it as our product. Second, distillation. I learned how to set up waste distillation. It's basically distillation of chemical waste and gain distilled alcohol to use it to wash our apparatus in lab. Third is testing ethanol or IPA. Testing ethanol or IPA is basically a QA/QC testing, but I done it before, which test alcohol content for ethanol or IPA, check the density for ethanol or IPA, and test pH for ethanol or IPA. Last but not least, making products. Making product means make air freshener, disinfectant, hand wash, learn to make aromatic diffuser, fabric freshener, room spray, hand sanitizer, hand mist. As you can see here, this is the projects that I have been assigned during my internship, which are making DIY shower gel kit and analyze UV data for perfumes. On my second day of internship, I have been given tasks from my supervisor to make shower gel kit, and my project currently complete. On my week 12 of internship, I have been given tasks from my vice president of product to analyze UV data for certain scents perfume, and I complete this project on my last day of internship, which on 19 January 2022. On 19 January 2022, I will present my UV data. My project is about making DIY shower gel kit, which people can make their own scent of shower gel and add their own favorite color by their own creativity. So steps involved in preparing the DIY shower gel is find shower gel formulations and try making shower gel repeatedly using all formulations until successfully prepare right texture of shower gel. These steps are called product development. Second project is analyze UV data. So, purpose for this project is to analyze the condition of perfume that undergoes stability test and aging based on UV data. UV data related to color that exhibit for perfume, and that's why we analyze it. We want to know whether there is existing of other compound in the data of perfume. Then the steps involved are compile all data of stability test for perfume and plot graph using Excel. Next step is write discussion for the data with assist from supervisor before presenting in front of vice president of product. During my internship days, I can conclude that I gained new experience and learning about chemical ingredients for personal hygiene products like SLS and methane. I never knew about SLS during my studies in chemistry subject, but during my internship, I always need to use SLS as chemical ingredient for shower gel and hand wash products. Next, through practical learning, I have improved my lab skills by learning how to make buffer solution and calibrate weighing scales using proper method. Last but not least, I also gained an exposure to systematic work coordination in an environment that is conducive coupled with friendly staff that are always there to help. Before I end this video presentation, I just want to say thank you to all my colleagues that have always been through with me since my first day internship until my last internship days.